Hello. You guys like my hat? It looks like a video game. Not like Call of Duty, but like Atari. Old school! Let's go to work again. Surprise, surprise. Gotta work a job, make some money. Make some money so I can buy drugs, keep myself somewhat emotionally stable so that I don't kill myself. That's really the only reason that I have weed in my system all the time, you guys. It's just better for my psyche. There are plenty of people who will attest to that. Not just all the people in my head, okay? Doing an impression of a guy that's jerking off. Jerking off his massive cock. All right, let's go. Oh my God. So my friend Jenny Kunzwaller came over last night. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I just know it's German. But yeah, we hung out. Just talked. That's my favorite thing to do. I just love to talk. I mean, I like to listen to other people. I don't want you to think that it's just me talking. But she did tell me that I'm like the most interesting person that she's ever met. Which is cool. I mean, a lot of people say that, but she's like, nobody has this perspective that you have. Like, well, I'm sure that people do. I mean, she obviously does, or she wouldn't find me so fascinating, you know? Because she understands where I'm coming from. If you understand where I'm coming from, just to let you know, you're quite borderline, all right? I mean, you might be a classic borderline, but I don't want to associate with you because you're probably like a psycho bitch, which means you lash out all the time and victimize the people around you. You don't have to do that anymore. You can move on from your shitty childhood. You can do something better. You can do something creative and artistic. You don't have to continue to ruin people's lives just because you had a terrible time growing up. I did too, and I'm still having a terrible time. Like, the terrible time never stops. So I'm just having more fun with it now because I'm a comedian. Why are you drinking so fast? Because it's fun. It's like a challenge. Can I consume this giant mouthful of coffee all at once? I usually dribble it all over my chin. You've seen it. I know you've seen it. Okay, I gotta go. I really and truly gotta go. Maybe? I don't know, man. You're only there till like 10 o'clock tonight, right? Yeah, but these shifts drag on for fucking ever. Like, the shorter the shift, the longer it feels. Like, I'm gonna be at Wendy's until like 10 o'clock tonight. And like, tomorrow, I'm there till like 1, and yeah, but because you don't know, like, when you're getting off specifically, the shift seems like it's a lot smoother, you know? Like, you know what you're dealing with. You're not, like, anticipating leaving at a certain time, you know? Yeah. Because, like, remember that at Steak and Shake, you'd be there till, like, 4 o'clock in the morning, and you'd be like, how the fuck am I going to do this? But you do it all the time. I do it all the time, man. Fuck. I really miss Steak and Shake, you guys. Like, the best shitty job ever. Wait, you heard your lucky rock? I got my lucky rock! I have several lucky rocks, but this is one of them, you guys. Look at that beautiful baby. Look at it. Get all angles of the rock. Dude, I accidentally washed it. Because, like, you know, I keep them in my pocket so that I hold on to them, like, when I get mad. Oh, shit. Okay, never mind. Thought my car was, like, fucked up, but I just didn't put it in the right gear, is all. Y'all ever do that? You're just like, what the fuck is wrong? And then, like, you realize that it's just not plugged in the right way, you're not screwing it right, or, you know, this happens a lot with various things, but yeah. I love this fucking weather, y'all. This is the best weather. It's raining. Well, it's not raining now, but it was raining. So it's just really fucking muggy outside. This is like, I want to stay depressed and sleep and sulk and drink black coffee all day. That's this kind of weather. See, that's how I feel all the time. So, like, whenever the weather mimics my own emotions, it's like, I don't know, I feel closer to the earth. This is the stupidest conversation. All inspired by the lucky rock, you guys. I want you to feel as close to this rock as I do. Look at her. She's so pretty. I know what you're thinking. Why are you fucking giving the rock a gender? How do you know it's a female rock? Because this is a quiet rock, that's how I know. She's quiet like me. That's not really saying anything for women though, because a lot of women are really loud and obnoxious. But I've been thinking a lot about abortion. I'm not in favor of abortion. I think abortion's bad. But I would still drive a lady friend to an abortion clinic and help her out, you know? I would totally do that, even though I don't agree with it. Just so you know where I stand on issues. Like, just because I might feel a certain way doesn't mean that I still won't help you out. I mean, I don't think it's like murder, like the way that pro-lifers think it's murder. Conservatives like to use a lot of words, though. Like, they use a lot of mean words. Like baby killer, for example. That's a mean word. It is a mean word. Murder is also a mean word. You know, sin. Homosexual. People look at the outward appearance. God looks at the heart. That was on a church billboard. It was a Methodist church. The Methodists have much nicer billboards than the Baptists. I've noticed this. The Baptists have a lot of like threatening messages. Usually in relation to hell. That's H-E double hockey sticks. So I burped a little in my mouth. You ever do that where you just like half burp, be like burped from the inside out? I think that's what burping is, isn't it? I don't know. I wish this car ride lasted a lot longer. I used to drive to work from Pegram. Pegram is like a really tiny ass town north of Nashville. It's over by Ashland City. The perks of these small towns is like, you know, not only like do you live in the middle of nowhere, so you don't really have to deal with much bullshit, you know. It's a good place to throw a party, like a wild ass party. But it's just like really the only appeal is you know, it's just nature. You know, you can just be in that safe, you know, you can never come up with the right word at the right time. Yeah, I know, it's my biggest problem. You could be in that safe haven of like solitude, you know. Like that's what I like about being in like a really small place. Because you can feel like whatever you say and do is like super powerful, even though nobody's gonna see it. I don't know. I mean, you feel like it's kind of useless in a suburb though, like because in a suburb, like everybody sort of like morphs together. But it's hard to be distinct in like a place where like everything's the same, you know. Like I know that I'm very unique. Like, fuck! I just lost my Nike rock. It's under the seat. It's under the seat. I'm gonna have to fetch it. Not now, baby. Not now. You gotta watch the road. Oh, fuck. I'm really stoned, you guys. I put a lot of really good pot in this butter. Like that butter was so green. Oh shit. I made 3 batches of cookies. I made 2 batches last night and 1 batch the night before. You know, my friend Jenny, she and I just like, we were going to Kroger to get coffee filters. Yeah, you better fucking go since you're so fucking excited about it. Go. Go. There you go. So defensive. Dude, they're going fucking Dairy Queen. Are they really? Yeah, that's where they're turning. Yeah, I bet you're fucking excited about that blizzard. I used to work there. People can tell that I work there too because whenever I do Frosties, I do that little like thing on the top, that little swirl. Like Dairy Queen's known for that shit. Because I couldn't get it right. The first couple weeks that I was working there, I couldn't get it right. And then I finally did, and then I fucking quit because I had a panic attack. I got a really bad panic attack there. And they were only paying me like $8 an hour to like freak the fuck out. It really wasn't worth it. Oh shit. Speaking of shit, you ever have like poop that just like, you know it's coming, but then it just like crawls back up your asshole? You're like, oh shit, it's coming. And then you're like, no, I guess not. I guess I can wait another hour and a half to get that out of me. See, I talk about a lot of stuff like shitting with like impunity because it's something that I feel like not enough people just talk about. Like it's just the thing that everybody does, you know. Well, what were we talking about before we got on the subject of fecal matter once again? Oh god, I don't fucking know. I don't know what we were discussing. No idea. So I was talking about abortion. Then I was talking about churches. Mean words that conservatives like to use against liberals, and then liberals buy into it because they don't want to be fucking offensive, right? Yeah, man. See, I have a completely different perspective on things than everybody else. And I mean, I don't think that it's a perspective that is that far fetched. It definitely shouldn't be anyway. But I believe in education. Education, uh, like if you have people educating children, teenagers, um, seems like grown ass adults don't know how to have sex. But if you got that going on, like there's no excuse. Like you shouldn't. Abortion wouldn't be anywhere near as necessary if we just had sex education. um, oh, or if we just sterilized women, like just sterilize them when they get to the like when they first come on the planet, and then they can have it reversed. You know, when they're like ready, when they know what their bodies can do. A lot of people think like, oh, that's wrong, but I don't. I mean, I know a lot of people think that's wrong for like. I mean, feminists would obviously be opposed to it because you know, my suggestion is that we fuck with their bodies even more. But like, you don't have to have babies. Like, you don't have this responsibility of like child rearing and all that. Like, just because you have a vagina, like you shouldn't have to be punished. I mean, I feel like pregnancy and like all that, like that's just like punishment from God. Like, fuck you, bitch. You ate this apple like eons ago, and like, isn't that why like because we ate the apple, like we have like painful periods and like pregnancy is horrible, like that. That was like God's way of saying fuck you, stupid cunts. I mean, I think that's fucked up. But I feel like a lot of times people are against abortion because of religion, and women are so far behind men because of fucking religion. So I don't think it's that crazy. Like, I feel like that would be a good way to like reverse all that religious bullshit, but nobody's gonna fucking buy it, Amy. Like, you are trying to sell these ideas that are just so outrageous, and even if you're right about them, it doesn't fucking matter because like uh, people are too uh, emphatic about what they believe. That's what I'm saying. I don't agree with abortion, but I'd still drive you to the clinic. So like, if I'd if I could do that, then I don't understand why people can't just listen to somebody else and hear them out and why they think the way that they do about something, you know? Because we might learn a lot from each other, you know? Just saying. Okay, so I brought some patchouli oil. You guys, smell it. Can you smell it through the vortex? I'm sure you can. Just looking at it, you're like, just a little bit. You don't need a lot of that. Amy, no! No! So, a lot of people that I work with are couples. Like, I work with 3 different couples. Oh, there have been 4 different couples that have worked here, I think. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's ridiculous. Why would you want to work with somebody you're fucking? It just adds so much complication to everything. I did it. Like, my first boyfriend, my first job, like, we worked together. It's horrible, man. I was crying, like, every day. Not because of him, but because I was nuts. And I didn't know how nuts I was, so I was just an emotional basket case all the time. But it was like, I cried so much that, like, people just didn't even give a shit. You know? Like, they'd walk past me and be like, oh, yeah, she's crying again. It's pretty typical. Uh, Pretty ordinary day at Carmike Cinemas, you know? Amy's crying, her boyfriend's being weird. I cry all the time. Still cry all the time. What's changed? But I'm laughing more, I think. I know more, and I'm laughing more, and I'm a lot higher than I was then.